Welcome, dear colleagues, to rCB Europe. I'm Martin von Wolfersdorff. I'm the co-founder of this conference, and it all started in 2018 with a small workshop on the carbon black world in Düsseldorf. Last time we've been here was in 23, and so this is what ChatGPT is saying about me and rCB. This year is the year of rCB. 10 years in my consultancy, I wanted to say it's the year of rCB. Unfortunately, it was more a story of the money comes next week. Thank you, Team Infiniteria, for sponsoring the stage on which I'm standing right now. And thank you, Team Neumann Esser, for the drinks reception. That is very much appreciated. And a big thank you to the Smithers team, because this has become an important platform for our industry. Here we are around 300 colleagues. Globally, we are a community of 500 colleagues. You might know the presentation, the conference in Thailand, rCB Asia as well. So the community is super important. Thank you, Nikki, Arthur, Tom, Catherine, and everybody involved. So, the year of rCB. What does it mean? Why do I think it's the year of rCB? We're scaling. They're big companies. Circtec is commissioning right now in Delfzijl. It was fantastic to meet Rob on Zoom, and he was standing on the emission control tower of the Delfzijl site. Rob, where are you? Anyway, welcome team Circtec. The same Boulder is building in Antwerp, is fully financed. Tony, welcome Tony. And third company, Infiniteria, already mentioned, building in Uddevalla. And building, these are like the big companies in our industry. rCB. Why have these companies been so successful so far, and why can they build now? And it's based on application work. Enviro has done more than 20 years of application work, enabling Infiniteria to build the plant. Boulder has created more than 2,000 rubber recipes in their lab, which enabled them to go to market. The same with Circtec. Circtec have done extensive work, which both on the oil side and the rCB side, of course, with Peter. Where are you, Peter? Welcome, Peter. So I believe it's important, and this year we see rCB is an engineered material. It's not what is coming out of the pyrolysis, which is also why I'm saying this is the rCB industry. It's not the pyrolysis industry. Innovation. We have a lot of innovation that enables rCB to be in the market. And we have ongoing innovation. We have companies that now develop rCBs that really come close to even a 550, and innovation really is the big driver for recovered carbon black. Carbon black. This is a nice 3D model from the friends at Birla Carbon. This is the best conference or expo gadget I've ever seen. The carbon black industry is engaging with recovered carbon black. I've seen a patent by Orion for a pyrolysis kiln. I don't know what the strategy is, but it looks exciting. And also Orion is talking about this is more carbon black than recovered carbon black. I've seen TerraBlack integrating, Epsilon Carbon with TerraBlack integrating into the rCB space. So carbon black industry is interacting and engaging in the rCB space, which is very good because from all investors, the carbon black industry is closest to rCB. They understand oil, they use oil as a feedstock, and they understand powders and carbon black, so they can also make a good recovered carbon black. ASTM D36, super important. Again, Peter, chair of D36, and the whole D36 team. Without standards, we cannot bring our rCB to market. It's super important. And with the standards, we can make a commodity of rCB. And you might know rCB is not yet a commodity. So we cannot sell it on the spot market. It needs to be contracted. And also the business process maybe is make to order rather than make to stock. But with a good standards, with good classification, we have a commodity, and then we can also have rCB on the spot market, and we can make to stock. It's a bit challenging to present today, but please stick with me. Investment. I remember in Barcelona in 23, I asked you who is investors, and there were very few investors in the group, and I said there's not enough investment. Now, obviously, the big projects have secured investment, so investment is happening and enabling the scaling. And sometimes investment is also taking over whole companies. We've seen this, for example, with my friends at BB&G, which are now part of a larger group. Where's team BB&G here? Welcome to you. So, summarizing the supply capacity, you know I do a report with Paul Prospects for recovered carbon black. Paul will do the more quantitative presentation where I bring the big themes up. So we see 614 kilotons by 2030. Europe will be around about half of that, and so this is a good growth. The year of rCB, it's a positive year, but it's not only rosy, because I see rCB and TPO not so much as clean technology, it is also, but it's also a deep technology with a lot of complexities. And the previous presentations, for example, of Robert Harper and the story of Circtec, Alan Timpany told us in Amsterdam in the last presentation, in the last conference, showed us the complexities and that the scaling and the growth never is a linear line, but it is very, very complex. So deep technology, and we have a lot of complexities to the business. Don't go through, but you know, it's not about the pyrolysis. We have so many processes we need to manage. Markets. The markets are quite difficult at the moment. And you know, when I was young, there was Billy Ocean with the song, "When the going gets tough, the tough gets going." This is the situation in the markets now. So it's the year of rCB. The past hasn't been easy. The future will not be super easy either, but the industry is scaling. I see some changes which are cyclic. Automotive is down at the moment. Some changes are structural. So there is tire production being closed in Germany, 2 sites from Michelin, 2 sites from Goodyear. I think in France, 2 sites Michelin as well, in Brazil. So there's some structural change going on in Europe, and which changes. On the positives, of course, there is still sustainability as a business driver, although this is more a long game, and I see this year is more a year of survival, where companies really need to also watch the economies. But sustainability will be a topic. You know that next year the European Union looks at tire sustainability and tire circularity. I see it's a topic of ecology at economy. So it's always the 2 drivers, ecology and economy. I think now economy is very important. And for the economy, for making affordable products, we need a scaled-up production, which is now happening, for example, in Benelux and in Sweden. Sustainability. One quote, actually, this is a quote from Barack Obama. He said, democracy is not self-executing. And I think this is for the sustainability as well, because our industry is impacted by the policymakers through regulation. The question is, will it be the right regulation for us? In Europe, we have so much regulation, which is really restricting us a little bit as well. Will it be a regulation that is supporting? And also the consumer that buys tires still as round, black, and cheap. So there's some education we need to do both to the policymaker and also to the consumer. Resilience. So I think our industry is resilient. And what do I mean with that? We're no longer talking whether recovered carbon black is an industry, whether it will come. We're only talking about when it will come. And we see and we follow the big projects. Also, Resilience doesn't mean not to fail. It means to keep going. And with that, I want to welcome my friend Chris from Contec. Thank you for running the workshop with me. You've done fabulous work, and we all feel with you, and we want to get you going. And you are offering now lab services, you're offering selling shreds, because your production doesn't generate cash flow for you. I think the whole room here feels with you and supports you, and it will go on, and you will see better days. Thank you, Chris. So, the year of rCB, I hope I convinced you it's the year of rCB, although, you know, it wasn't quite smooth sailing until here, and the next years might still be tough, but we are a good community. Speaking about the community, this is the growth of the conference community, beginning in 2018 with a small workshop. Now we have a community of 500 people, both in Europe and in Asia. And of course, we have a lot of colleagues from North America over here. We are 300 plus. I don't have the exact number, but we have a full room, which is really great. Almost 3/4 from Europe. We are rCB Europe after all. There's a big group of colleagues from Asia, especially from India. Who's from India here? Welcome to you. Thank you for coming all the way. Countries, Germany, United Kingdom. India is on third, so we have a good mix of colleagues. We have a good mix also of different functions along the supply chain, rCB, technology, service, recycling, tire, rubber. Trading has become more and more important, especially for the oil, but I've also talked to traders who trade rCB, which I think is difficult because, again, it's not really for the spot market. Carbon black is very important. It's good to see the carbon black industry engaging with us and the chemical industry. On the agenda, today I'm chairing session 1. You will have Massimo from Hankook chairing session 2. Alex, I'm super glad that Alex is chairing as well. Welcome, Alex. Raffaele Di Ronza tomorrow from Cabot chairing, and then Jorge from Conti. Welcome to all my colleagues. So with that, have a nice conference. I hope the other speakers don't have the technical glitches I have in the conference, and have a good conference.